Keep. Ursa comes in, instantly kills the Bloodseeker. He's Rupture, but he doesn't give a shit because he has Enrage. It's a lot of damage. That's why you don't fight an Earthshaker who just reveals its blink. And group up as 3, although, as I say that, Earthshaker it's the lone Windranger. Kind of makes a bit of a display there. Windranger goes back to farming. There's why his team had so many kills, considering... to carry her team from the brink of destruction in this game. Ursa in the Roche pit. He uses his ultimate. Gets a lot of lifesteal from Roshan, but now he does not have his ultimate. Necrophos runs it, and he's got a double damage. Bloodseeker is fissured off. But he's okay. It's very awkward. They're all just sitting by the Roche pit. Nobody really wants to fight. Everybody is just has their hands on their hand warmers and just chilling right now. Ursa walks back into the pit, but he has no ulti, so that's very ballsy. The Fury Swipe stacks have fallen off Roshan. Necro actually TPs away to the bottom lane, cancels the Monkey King's tree jump, beats his ass, uses Reaper's Scythe, literally solo kills the Monkey King. As a result, Serenity runs into the Roche pit. It's very low. They're actually going to kill it because Windranger can just shackle the Roche and use Focus Fire, and it dies instantly, so... Very unfortunate that XXS left that at low HP. Serenity gets Aegis. XXS tries to jump in, but he did not steal the Aegis. He's about to die to the Crystal Maiden ultimate. Nice Echo Slam from Baboka. Hits 2, kills the Crystal Maiden, kills the Monkey King. Windranger dies as well, but he had the Aegis. He uses his Wind Run to get out, but it looks like he's dead because his entire team is also dead and they cannot help him. He has a bunch of stacks of Fury Swipes on him. He dies instantaneously once he respawns and his Wind Run is gone. Sylar takes the mid tower because he has a Terrorblade and he has a lot of big demon illusions that do a shitload of damage to towers. He's feeling pretty good about himself. This game, there's a 3k gold advantage. Unfortunately, they do not get the Roshan on Aster. Looks like Bloodseeker is feeding in his own jungle. Ursa blows him up because it's a good hero against Bloodseeker. Yeah, Aster just taking full control of this game. It's very unfortunate they did... Oh, the neutral keep actually kills the Bloodseeker, so he ended up... That's not too bad. It's not as bad as one would think. Maybe. I can Steam or I could Discord broadcast to you if you want. Oh wait, no, wait a minute. No, that doesn't make any sense because you need to hear the video. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. I thought like a spider went on your screen and that's why you're freaking out. I didn't have high hopes for the for getting back in. All right. Well, I'm exhausted from the radio cast, so this is good. I can take a breather. Where's my Red Bull at? Dude, I've been explaining to you. How could you not perfectly visualize the game? How dare you insult my radio casting? This is yeah. Yeah, if you flip those numbers, it's 9/11 Illuminati. Ten times the charm. That you just need to restart Dota 10 times next time. I'm telling you, dude, it's Illuminati. It's very simple. Very simple. Dude, this Monkey King is just sitting in trees, waiting for things to occur. It's a very rough game for him. Although they're actually not that far ahead on the side of Aster. They're definitely keeping themselves in this game, which is just the Bloodseeker dying to neutral creeps and the Ursa not getting the Aegis and the Windranger getting it. Like, these things have kept them in the game. Windranger's about to get a BKB. When he gets that, he's literally immortal when he uses Windrun. For 6 seconds. Probably the attack range, because he's a core in this game and he needs to do that sort of damage. And then Windrun grants him visibility so he can get pickoffs. He definitely needs like a Monkey King bar at a certain point, and a Blink, and then also Aghanim Scepter, but he needs a lot of items. He needs a lot of items because he needs to carry hard this game. When Terrorblade picks up a Butterfly, he's going to feel very, very hard to kill before he gets his Sunder off, and then you're also dealing with like a Necro Ursa. These heroes can instantly annihilate you if you're not careful. Necro's actually going for an Aghanim Scepter, so he can just constantly spam out that Reapers, and Ursa can burst somebody in that Reapers. And hell, I mean, Terrorblade can burst somebody in the Reaper site too. Ursa have a Basher coming out in career? Yes, he does. That's a very scary boy. One of the scary things about Basher with the Windranger against Ursa is that the bash, the 25% bash proc, also goes through Windrun, and if you use your overpower on Ursa and you miss, it does not take a charge of it. So you actually sit there hitting the Windranger over and over and over, and you only hit her when you bash. So it's actually really, really, really good. Oh no, oh. Yeah, that's a 5 roll though, so
Radiant's bottom
I think you're okay with that.
Under attack.
Although it looks like Aster is actually playing kind of scared. Like, they're not farming while this is happening, so there's just 2 cores sitting up here behind Sylar on the Terrorblade as he melts this tower. This is a ploy the whole time. I was right. It's just you. You're just doing this intentionally. Yeah, it's like, all right, guys. Oh no! Oh, my internet! Oh, China Dota! Oh, I gotta go to China, guys. God. Oh, come on! You have to do it, guys. Really taking advantage of this DD run, actually. Take the 2 towers. Doesn't even use Metamorphosis. That's 2 dead, no buyback. They're gonna try to force this, try to force the buybacks, then realize there aren't none. And with the Venjora plus Terrorblade, they do like 1 billion damage to these. Oh, that Monkey King talking about 1 billion damage. I feel like they don't even know.
I feel like a broken. That seems like it might be a significant development. Must I repeat myself? Dire's top tower is under attack. Must I repeat myself?
Terrorblade just focused on objectives. That was good. That was good. He was an objective-based gamer. Takes a free Rax. Probably could have gotten a second Rax if his team was a little bit more careful, but they went balls to the wall, straight to the fountain. Whole team respawning though, they had to get out. Maybe if they all hit the racks, they'd get to them. I mean, who cares? They got a racks. That's pretty insane for 25 minutes into the game. Now they're gonna get 2 bounties, maybe 3. Easton's just TP's top. He doesn't even want to risk feeding for the bot bounties. God, I don't know. I mean, ooh, that's a Scythe Windranger. Oh, nice Rockle! He's probably dead, yeah. Yeah, that is unfortunate he wasn't in range. If he Fate's Edict... Ooh. Nice BKB. That's that nerf to the Venge Stun. Maybe he couldn't BKB it if it wasn't nerfed. Who knows? Still looking rough though. Yeah, Aster is just grouping up alone, or sorry, grouping up together, and then we have a lot of people in Serenity playing alone. Like Monkey King was farming. He actually has a full Battle Fury and a Shadow Blade, so he's not doing all that bad. Let's see, what's the... Such an awkward situation to be in a game like this, because all you can really count on is like a really good Monkey King ult and a really good Shackle Shot into Focus Fire. But if he doesn't hit that, which it's hard because he doesn't have a blink, they don't have like some Echo Slam or something, or Black Hole that they can rely on to win a fight from behind. It's basically just the Shackle, and that's asking a lot from a hero who doesn't have a Blink Dagger right now. And Monkey King ult, I mean, how do you hit a good Monkey King ult? Like, that's kind of... I mean, you need a lot of farm to really hit a good Monkey King. It's usually paired with some other like Echo Slam or something like that, keeping them in the ulti. So really, it's on this Shackle Shot and Monkey King ult combo they're going to be able to get back into this game. But it's only 2 heroes, so maybe that's not even enough. Where's the one for the Vlad? This yeah, and I mean, his item build is really cool too. Like, he has the Vlads instead of the Aquila plus the lifesteal item, which would usually get better stats, as seen on Reddit. But he goes for the Vlads because he has the Venge Aura plus the Vlad's Aura on a Terrorblade. So he's just supplementing his team really well with his item choices, which I really like, especially because he's an offlane Ursa. So he's doing his kind of Ursa duties, which is like just bursting people and tanking health, but also doing his offlane duties by building this like utility item to support his Terrorblade. It's super nice. Would it be good if there wasn't a Terrorblade though? Would it be anywhere near as good? So did they fight this? Does Serenity really take this fight? Seems a little insane. Oh! What an echo!
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has
real scary, this TV. He's got Vlads, he has the Venge Aura. Get over there, Venge! He soon has the Venge Aura. Guys, plus 136 damage. What do you do against this? Even the illusions get the aura. Well, that's the end. The ball's on that woman. Yeah, that is, It felt like Aster was in control the whole time, and I feel like Serenity probably felt that way too, but it was pretty even up until that mid lane fight where they just killed them all and then took barracks because they have Terrorblade. Really, the Earthshaker has been... The Ursa and the Necro were like baiting fights, and then Earthshaker's just like, oh yeah, remember guys, I exist. And now you don't, because I do. So, yeah, he was turning a lot of those fights, making them look really easy, but just very patient play from Baboka. I think he was kind of the MVP of that game, for sure.
fires a lot. I'd probably still go with the precision because of my Storm Spirit. All in for no one, you know.
That's fair.
Oh, now we're talking Ramses. Goes to the dive cast range. I like that with Yules. And when you can play kind of aggressive with the Lincolns.
Yeah.
Plus, it's way more fun than the stun duration.
Oh,
no, most Phoenixes seem to be going stun duration lately.
Throw the Lincolns on my no one. He is down to very low HP. Still a minute and a bit left on this Aegis. They'd love to be able to keep it if they can till the very end. Meanwhile, topside, they're still going to be able to take down the range barracks. Aegis Prophet being annoying. The Soul Rip actually finds the kill on the Aegis there. And no one just going to back out. Showing the strength of that Nether Ward. I think that's what did the majority of that damage to him.
Yeah, they're trying to find the ward that provided the vision, I think, because they're pinging. They thought it was down here, but they'll see it's up here. At least I thought they would. What do they do with the gem? Yeah, it's on Ramses. Okay, he fire spirited the high ground, but he didn't actually check it. Guess he wasn't close enough. Anyway, they will bring down the Nyx Prophet, but they're gonna pay for it. The quick zip from no one.
Ghost Stick dead now for 58 seconds. It's tempting to try and make something else happen with no Pugna Ward around, but I think that you can just kind of play it more safe if you want to on VP. Now, this is a major qualifier after all, and you just play the game very safely and sort of dodge away from fights at this point. You can probably just clean it up fairly easily.
Yeah, there's a pressure on the Radiant side to actually just leave the base too. So you just wait for that and punish, because again, your catch is ridiculous. So there's no point in you taking the fight high ground unless you are very far stacked with like Aegis and Cheese.
General and Lil walking forward. Storm Spirit Hastrons still working with it, and they're gonna jump in, find Lil, blow him up. That's 2 dead now. Pugna's gonna be back up shortly. General Shadow Bladed. They don't have buyback on the Rubik. Stun. I mean, they can throw it out if they want to, but the Lincolns is still there on the no one, and General's gonna pop his dragon form for nothing.
And Solo was forcing them back by fake TPing near the other racks. He's gonna go for the meteor hammer from the trees. Now run! You destroy the tree, Solo! No! Oh my God! He got him.
All right. Killed the trees with the meteor hammer, and gonna be able to get the TP out of there somehow still. That's fine.
It works a little better when you're Tree Protector. You know, you can stand a bit closer.
Yeah. I mean, he got it, right? This is actually, I'm just gonna heal back up. It literally did nothing. Okay.
They put the threat into them.
Yeah, they're afraid now.
Oh, he's doing it mid.
Go for it, the meteor hammer. Meanwhile, down here bottom, they found themselves the Dragon Knight. Gonna kill him off. BKB is out from no one. Has that level 25. They're gonna buy back now on the Dragon Knight. Meanwhile, the root is going to be there as well. Storm Spirit, nowhere left to go for the moment. The lift up following there. They get the stun. It's a good bit of damage, but is that the E-Blade usage coming out from the Drow to save her Storm Spirit?
Hell yeah. FN.
It's a nice play. Long dive.
I have to say, FN was, he was looking a little rough yesterday in the other phase of this qualifier.
Yeah.
You know, but it feels like they're starting to get him on stuff that's a lot more comfortable. Just playing his kind of typical carry heroes.
Yeah, I think that it does sort of show an avenue to beat VP though, which is to try and, at least in this iteration, shut down no one. I think it feels like they're definitely building around no one being that late game carry, and if you can make his game rough early on, then I feel like it might be an easier time for him.
It's so hard to do though because they always 10th pick for him though.
Yeah.
So, or like 9th pick if you have to.
I guess
in this game they didn't necessarily have to, but just like his pick's always going to be so safeguarded.
Yeah. Oh, Arcane and the DD. Is there a better combination late game? I don't think so.
Well, regen's pretty nice.
I guess that's true too.
He still uses quite a bit of mana. But you always get hit, so probably not. This looks pretty good.
Alright, where's he gonna zip to? Who's he going on? You know he's ready to go.
It makes the overload golden when you have that thing. That's pretty funny.
Alright, goes in. Making some space. Does literally nothing. and runs away. Okay, never mind. The 2 runes, not gonna give him anything yet. He will have Arcane now. And bottom close down B-Tune for a second. They take down the barracks. The slow destruction and siege, they are not having the lockdown that they need. Shocking is the call from Roger, because they just kill them off in front of their teammates. Gets the lift, off the BKB, and he's just gonna walk away yet again. No one is actually on fairly low HP right now, but the Force Staff coming from the Drow Ranger, keeping him alive. On the other side of it, they do take down solo all the Treants.
That was a into the melee maneuver. I mean, I know his job is to like split up Odium, but that one was, you know, he was out of there. It caused a buyback on the Ursa though.
This is again, it's just like the slow destruction. It feels like it's been kind of a rapid drop off, but it's also been steady throughout the game. It's up to 33,000 net worth lead.
They're gonna find Roche now though, so
yeah,
it should be the end of it. How much damage are we up to now? 96 from the Drow.
That's pretty good. Do you think 20% extra over the cooldown reduction?
Yeah, let's go. I don't know. The cooldown reduction is pretty crazy with E-Blade. Like a 10-second E-Blade.
Yeah. And I mean, even like, you know, BKB is pretty huge. 35 seconds. You can get 2 of those off in a fight.
The way I look at it, well, I hope not. That's a long fight.
Oh, okay. General, stun, trying to steal it. No one gets Aegis. Okay. That's not terrible. No one, though, is going to start to tear them apart, and Pugna is going to drop. They bought back on the Phoenix as well. Odium, they made a pretty good play there for themselves.
He just walks it and steals it. Meanwhile, Solo's back in the middle. On the run again here. Dust has already been used, but there's a gem on the earth, so run! V2 won't chase though. Well, I don't know if stealing the Aegis, or sorry, the Refresher Shot and the Cheese will be enough, but it was pretty funny.
I mean, who's really the best one for it here? Is it Dragon Knight just to refresh the ulti, I guess?
Yeah, they don't really have a great team for it. I say you just give it to Undying because YOLO and, you know, drop down 3 tombstones.
Okay.
That, I feel like you've lost anyway. You might as well have some fun.
You still just don't have an answer for no one at all. Like, they need to throw all of the single target disables that they've got onto him.
Yeah, no, it's 100% DK. You ulti, stun, and then you can either instantly pop it again to stun no one and hope that's enough time to kill him with the Ursa, or you just save it for the next fight so you can try and keep defending.
Okay. Maybe you offer it up to the Phoenix and say, just leave me alone for a little while. Like, tribute, you know?
That's a solid attempt.
Yeah.
The Treants will head top, the rest of the Dire will head mid. They got the Drow, that's all that damage.
That's not terrible. BKB was used for that one. Now, they do have another blink up in a little bit. So they're able to hold off for the moment. And that's 80 seconds with no Drow, no buyback. Is the Aegis going to be enough to make no one comfortable just running in there? And he's sticking around this area, looking to see if he can just sort of split up the team. Find a pick off. And gets the fissure thrown out, pops the BKB. He's gonna waltz away. God, you just have to put such fear.
I'm into the 50% CDR after watching these fights now. We're going for that, yeah. I'm going to go with the fact that the damage is kind of irrelevant because Phoenix can't really use it because you're just looking to ult and the Drow Ranger has to hide half the time anyway.